Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss about the basics of Matplotlib, and last time we discussed about NumPy. So you know how the array operations and everything is done. So we did the example as well. In this video we will quickly go through the Matplotlib basics and see how we can simply create graphs using Matplotlib using Python as well. Okay, so first now we have uh, imported the Matplotlib module, and make sure that you are going to understand this from Matplotlib pyplot as PLT. So in MATLAB also we have a submodule called pyplot, and this pyplot will be used for this plotting applications, right? So that's why we are using pyplot, and in our code we will use it hereafter as PLT. So PLT actually refers to the pyplot submodule in Matplotlib. So pyplot submodule actually includes all the plotting options like bar charts, pie charts, and line graphs, scatter diagrams, histograms, and everything. Right. So we will see some examples. Now here, what we have done is that we have given some set of values, right? We have given some set of values here. So it simply plots them by taking these given values to y-axis, right? So you can see these values are given to y-axis. So you may be wondering, okay, what about x values then? You can see x values are taken default. Now if you take like, okay, 10, right? So this is 10. So the x value is 0. So x becomes 0. And when it's 1, this is, I think, 22, right? So this is 22, somewhere 22. And when it's 2, right? So you can see it's something like 38, right? So likewise, so if only one set of values are given, now you can see this is a Python list, right? So you can provide the Python list, or else you can provide the NumPy array, it's fine. Anyway, when you are going to provide only set of values, those will be taken as y. And what about x? So they will be assigned to default like 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So if you provide both values like this, x and y, so the first set of values will be taken as x and the second set of values will be taken as y. If you're going to provide only one set of values, so those will be taken as y. When you are going to provide two set of values like this, okay, one list for like this and another list like this, so these will be taken as, right? So the first one will be taken as the x values and the second one will be taken as y values, right? So then the graphs is plotted like this. Then what you can do is now you can do it like this as well. No need to type it like this, but y, let's say y equals like this, and then you can plot it simply like this, right? And here also, if the plot is not available, please run it twice and then it will be available. So here now you can get the x value, right? And also, yeah, so the y value as well, like this. So then you can provide x and y here, so it simply plot it for you, right? A simple graph, right? Okay, so then using the np.arrange, as you can remember, we have some values like 0, 100, 2. So 0 to 100 with two intervals. And now here y1 equals 2x plus 3. Now you know, to NumPy arrays, if you perform this kind of operation, so each and every element will be transformed using this equation, right? So 0 into 2 plus 3, 3, and here 2 into 2 plus 3, 7, right? So 4 into 2 plus 3, 11. Likewise, each and every individual values, this operation is done, then this equation will be applied and we are going to get y2. And here in yeah, so here what we have done is we have taken y equal np dot power x2. So this is like simply y2 equals x squared, right? So we have a set of y2 values also. You can print them like this, right? And Yeah, I have run this and run this. Okay, right. So then you can plot two graphs in the same plot, right? Yes, two plots in the same, two graphs in the same plot. So this is first one is x with y1 and second one is x with y2. And now you can see these are plotted in two colors. Now you may be wondering whether I can't change these colors, the styles and everything. Yes, you can. What you can do is you can provide like, okay, if you want a color, a specific color to this one, you can provide it as a third parameter. For example, the first one I'm going to plot is as red and the second one I'm going to plot it as in green, right? And also if you provide another parameter like this, so this simply, the second parameter decides the line type. Now here, let me provide like two dash, right? Two dashes. So you can see, okay, the red one is a dashed line now, and the G1 is a dotted line. So the first character will be the color, and the second character will be the line type, right? So if you put like X here or plus, right, then you can see plus marks, right? So likewise, you can have any line type you want. So you have to just provide the color and then the line type as the second parameter, right? So you can change those things and see. And also we can have a X label and Y, right? So X PLD dot X label like X vals and Y label. Let me provide like, okay, Y label, Y vals, right? So then you can, yeah, sorry, this should be Y label. So then you can see X vals, Y vals, the thing is available. And also, then you can provide a legend, like the label, okay, so X versus, I think this is Y1, yes. So then you can provide here X versus Y2, right? And nothing happens here, you can see, but what we have to do is we have to on the legend. So legend, you can turn on the legend like this, right? Sorry, not true, only the legend, right? Yeah, so then the legend will be shown like this. So what simply it does is it gives the indication, okay, this dot, the cross line gives X versus Y1 and dot lines gives X versus Y2. And also finally, you can save this thing into a physical file, this graph into a physical file, pld.savefig, right? pld.savefig, and you can give like my graph .png, and also you can give the DPI, the resolution 100, 200, anything, and it's optional. So if you run this, and you will see in your location, let me quickly show you. In your location, you will see that the working location, you will see that the graph is saved like this into a physical file, right? Okay, so we discussed lots of things there, and yeah, so those are the interesting things available. Yeah, and then this explains you how to create subplots. I'm not going to explain that. And here in the same graph, you can have plots like this, right? And yeah, you can have text given in the show the maximum, minimum values and everything, right? So everything is there. So this is how we are going to plot histograms, and this is I already explained in the previous tutorial that the student average calculation and grade calculation example. So this is pretty much everything about the Matplotlib. So I keep this for you, right? So you can go through these things and identify how these plots are plotted and everything. So you know now the basic things, how to format things and how to provide X and Y values and how to format graphs and plot graphs in Matplotlib, right? So this knowledge will be enough for us in order to continue our work in figures in our coming workshops, right? So one last thing, yeah, so the plots, these use line graphs, and if you, yeah, you can plot scatter diagrams as well. So let me show you scatter. So one major difference you have to do plt.scatter, right? Plt.scatter. So it plots scatter diagrams, and by we can plot pie charts, we can put bar graphs, but I'm not going to go into details since those won't be that much useful in our implementation. So these things in Matplotlib, the fundamental things would be enough for our implementations. So thank you very much, and we will meet on the next tutorial with OpenCV.